Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, everyone. Well, Kay's been kind of ailing. That's my wife. She cold or flu since Friday. So, you know, as you get older, you just don't bounce back like you used to. And I worry since she had her kidney stones and so forth. So I keep an eye on her, but I still come out to the garage, tinker around. But let's see. Well, like I say, yeah, Chuck, like I say, painted the rear fender for me and everything. Just have to wire it up. Tanks. Of course, I lost one of the little screws that holds the emblem on, so I got to find that. It's somewhere. Been working on this. I had this, but I think there was just too many curves in it. I tried it different ways. I'm not really sure how. This is the one that comes up through the dash for the choke. So I took that off. I thought I'd try this one. There's a hole over there, which is where I put that. So it'll be like this. I'm gonna make a little bracket to hold this. Should come down here, like whoops, like this. So that should run the choke. Let's see. Oh, I noticed a couple of screws that come loose, so I went around, tightened a few things up. Made just a normal bolt that holds the dash on. Like I say, I think in a previous video I talked about that I had loosened this side up 10 flats, tightened this side up 5. I additional 2 more, brought it pretty nicely centered. Of course, the important thing, I've got one 50,000 spacer under here, which is, I guess, common. I checked and, make sure that the chain's straight. I had to use 3 over here to get this in a nice spot. See, I got 3. So that's in a good spot there, which leaves that in between real good. When it just had 1, it was too tight on this side, I think. So that brings this over. So it's nice equal, so it can move forward and aft, left and right. I've wired up the front turn signals. So I'm just going to go with the single headlight and these. I was going to put the original lights back up here like on the Fat Boy, but since I made this kind of into a heritage, I just went ahead and I found, well, these I think came from over there. Or they were on this one. I think they were on these. So that works. And the tank's on. Of course, everything's pretty dusty around here. Tank's on. That's the original Fat Boy tank. So it's the 4-gallon. I still have to go up there in the attic and get the fender out. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the short one. Of course, it won't. It'll have the more modern tail light. So all this will stay, pretty much, maybe stay on this fender, and I'll put that fender upstairs. Chuck's hoping to tear his apart and repaint possibly. He did pick up some jugs. I think I mentioned that the other 103s, and he'll look for some cams, and we'll look at the inside shoes. And we don't know the original mileage. This was the bike that was in the fire. My 1970, I've been riding back and forth. I had to run to the grocery store, but I had to get 2 big cans of cat litter. And I didn't want to scratch the paint. I didn't care about the paint. I'd set one on one side, one on the other, but I'm trying to keep this as the nice bike, shall we say. For me, stuff, before you know it, my foot drags across something, and this had been, I think this is when they laid it down, and then this. So if I ever take this side off, or if I get the correct one, I've got one, but it comes in too far. So I got to resell it on eBay. I'm selling it. But yeah, you can see that it's bent there. I hate to heat it up because it's going to discolor the chrome, but what do you do? Let's see. Oh, I did stick my the one that was on there on here. So that one's going to be pretty much no windshield. This one you can pop the the windshield on and off. This one, of course, is the easy on and off windshield. So I got two bikes with the windshield on and off. Yeah, just a lot of parts laying around, and like I say, I'm going to try the choke this way. I might over this winter. Well, I got to take in the transmission seal because it dribbles, and I can tell because I use the pink stuff, the red line, and so you can tell if it's tranny or oil. So in this one, every once in a while, it'll drop out down below. So I'll change that. I already got the seal. Would like to get a couple of covers. I mean, I got that one. I don't know where I found that. I found it up in the attic. But a couple of covers would be nice. But, well, let's see. Oh, and then this one, I took the front thing apart because there was almost no compression. It had 90 in the back. But the exhaust held acetone. I put some here. This one just ran out. So that bolt that was in there, you can see the impression it made. And it made an impression somewhere. There it is. In the top of the piston. At least it wasn't in the center. Probably would have broke through. It must have damaged the seat or the valve. So I texted him, and hopefully he'll, whatever he wants to do. But it would be, at least I don't have the compressor and all that stuff to take it out and see where it's damaged. But it runs right out, comes out there at the intake. So there's definitely something broke, squashed, binged up there. So, but like I say, I knew because he brought a battery over. We did get the oil pressure thing, sender. So we'll see. Let's see. That's about what I've been doing. Keeping an eye on Kay and tinkering around here in the garage. I worked on this old school clock, but there's something inside. Randy brought a nut over. I had to drill it and rethread the little teeny nut. But there's something inside there that's slipping. I've had this for a long time. That's the model and everything. These were in schools. But, I mean, this works and everything, and the hour works. But this, it's just, sometimes then it just drops to the bottom, and it's good on the shaft. It's inside there. So I think it's pretty much shot. This was the cover it would have been on it. So, well, it's 36 degrees today, and headed to Thanksgiving. Hope everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving. My son's going to California with his girlfriend. Her parents, I guess, live out in San Diego or San Francisco or something. So he's headed out there. And Kay and I will just, as long as she's up to it, I may have to cook the turkey, but we'll put the chow on. And hope the rest of you, everyone, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And, of course, coming up is Christmas. And I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday Christmas season. Catch you guys later. And been enjoying all the videos from My Time and Slick and everyone that I watch. Tatro Machine is a good one. And I see that Itchy Boots is back on her bike in Turkey. Beautiful country there. A lot of roads, very few people on the roads. But in the evenings, kind of nice to sit down and kind of watch, you know. I usually try and break about supper time out here and go in the house. So I'll catch you guys later. Have a great rest of your week. Tom signing off. Peace, everyone. Bye-bye.